Hi guys, I'd like to post a video today of a nice how-to repair the Canopy mounting posts on a typical blade ultra micro airframe. This one's been repaired. I repaired it in late December. Forgot about the repair because it works so well. The repaired area is a lot more stronger than it was before it broke. And this particular repair technique I've used on reposing pewter miniature figures by pinning the limbs with wire. We're going to do the same thing here. I've seen other repair methods that have been posted on the interweb out there, and I really don't care for them at all. Some use heat shrink tubing, others use some CA glue with some sewing thread. That's just messy, it's ugly, and it adds a lot more weight than what we're going to do here. So, let's begin and gather up our supplies and tools. Okay, we're going to need some gap-filling CA glue, some tweezers, an X-Acto blade, jewelry size drill bits, the number 61 through 80 drill bits, a pin vise, some needle nose pliers and or wire cutters, and lastly some wire. In this case you can use speaker wire, you can use fly tying wire. This is some binding wire or pinning wire. It's a 1/2 millimeter in diameter that I use for pinning miniatures, or best yet the most available wire we have in the house, really virtually cheap. It's the wire tie from a loaf of bread. They come plastic coated or paper. Just strip off the paper or plastic jacket and you've got your wire. So let's go ahead and begin. So if you get lucky and you are able to find your Canopy mounting post, go ahead and keep it, set it aside. I broke the Canopy mounting post off this brand new frame just for this tutorial. So what we're going to want to do is prep the areas to be rejoined again. And what we're going to want to do is drill a hole in the center of where the Canopy mounting post once was. I'm going to start a little pilot hole with the X-Acto blade. I'll do the same thing on the broken Canopy mount post as well. I'll look for the center of it and I'll start a small pilot hole. Okay, once that's finished, use a pin vise and a drill bit that'll match the suitable size of the wire you're using, and go ahead and begin to drill in the center of the broken piece. Nice and slow, keeping it nice and straight, and drill to a depth of about half the length of the broken post, if you can. You can go about 1/8 of an inch into it. That would be satisfactory enough. So drill, 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 drill. Taking some material out at a time. Drill, drill, drill. Yeah, about 1/8 of an inch in would be nice and deep enough. What we're doing is drilling a hole for the wire to become like a skeleton bone, if you will, a reinforcement for the broken part. Okay, that should be good enough for the broken Canopy mount. We're going to repeat the same thing on the main frame itself. Find that little pilot hole you made with the X-Acto blade. Get a nice starter hole, nice and slow. Make sure you're in the center of where the canopy mounting post once was. And drill, drill, drill. If you slip with the drill, that's okay. Just reposition. Take it nice and slow. Sometimes the breaking point is sitting at an angle. If that's the case, do not fret. Don't worry. Just take your time and adjust your center on your hole a little bit more. We can better yet, because this one's bad. Just redo that notch. Get it flat. This won't really affect the quality of the repair of the part if you do remove a little bit of material, because that's why we're using gap filling CA glue and not the thinner compounds. There we go. That'll do the trick. I had to get a new pilot hole started. And we're drilling. Keep that drill bit nice and straight and centered, so it'll stay in the center of that area. You want to drill as deep as you can. It's okay on this side where the anti-rotation bracket is to drill all the way into the center of your main frame. The drill bit can go ahead and pop out into where the main shaft is housed. There we go. Next we're going to use our wire. We're going to grab a length of wire, cut it with the clippers. We'll trim this piece of wire down to size so it'll fit inside the drilled holes properly. So next thing we want to do is prep the area. Grab your gap filling glue and apply a nice thick 1 drop right where you made the hole in the main frame, and using either the tweezers or your fingers, go ahead and insert the wire into the hole and let that dry for a little bit while. Take your clippers, your wire cutters, and go ahead and cut the wire again, this time to trim it to length so it'll fit into the hole you just drilled for the canopy mounting post. Sometimes if the wire comes out, it's when the tweezers come in handy. And this is the length of wire I just trimmed for that. I'll reinsert it into the hole. Okay. Very good. Next, what I want to do is fill that hole that I made into the canopy mounting posts with the zap filling glue, and join the 2 pieces together. I have crooked wire here I'm going to have to straighten out, so I'll just grab the needle nose pliers and flatten that guy out. There we go. Okay, line up the brake so the brake is as close as it can be with that. Okay. And there we go. Lastly, grab a drop of the gap filling CA glue, put a small dab on top, and use the tip of the tweezers to move the glue all the way around the brake itself. And voila, there you go. Let it dry for a few hours. Reinspect the part, reinspect the brake. Make sure it's nice and strong. The wire should reinforce it very well. If you did drill into the shaft area, just make sure that there's no glue sitting out inside the area where it would interfere with the shaft or clog up the bearing or stop that from any freedom of movement. But anyways, voila, there you go. Now this canopy mounting post is stronger than it was before it broke. Hey, thanks for watching, and happy flying.